Hi, this is Jenny Langley, author of the new Maudsley training manual. In this video, we're looking at exercise 2.5, which is called the crap day exercise. And all of the exercises within this module 2 are designed to help carers to have a better understanding of the complexities of recovering from an eating disorder and to have empathy with their loved one when they're, maybe getting really cross and struggling. Okay, and in this exercise is basically helping carers to understand what does it feel like if someone's telling you not to do something that helps you to feel calmer or more relaxed. So one of your coping strategies, and of course coping strategies can be healthy or they can be unhealthy. So for example, with my son, before he was ill, he had a really healthy passion for football. So he looked forward to it, he loved it, he got endorphins from it, he loved being part of the team. And then when he became ill, he became very addicted to exercise. So his passion for football morphed into an obsession for exercise. But that was still his coping strategy. So the exercise, he was compelled to do it. It released endorphins, it gave him release, etc., etc. So anyway, so that's what we're looking at in this exercise. Okay, I have this lovely poster, 50 Ways to Take a Break, and I recommend all of you download it and print it off and stick it on your fridge. And it has lots and lots of really lovely ideas of things that are really relaxing and calming and soothing, especially at the end of a hard day. So it might be listening to music, having a bath, having a cup of tea with a friend, going outside, walking the dog, walking on the beach, all that sort of thing, on this lovely poster. So this symbolises a really healthy toolbox of coping strategies. And of course we also have unhealthy coping strategies. So think about, what sort of things do you turn to when you're really stressed? So maybe when I'm really stressed, I don't just have one glass of wine, I have 3 or 4 or 5, which is not that healthy. It might be things like smoking, it might be overeating, might be driving too fast. All these sorts of things can be unhealthy coping strategies for all of us. Now, when an eating disorder comes to visit, those unhealthy coping strategies, which can become very dangerous, might be stopping eating altogether or really restrictive eating. It might be the binging and purging. It might be self-harming behaviour. It might be obsessive compulsive behaviours. All sorts of things can come along with the eating disorder. But what we need to understand is they are still coping strategies. So they're still really important to help that person to get through the difficult times of the day. Okay, so imagine that you've come home after a hard day and you are looking forward to dipping into your toolbox of coping strategies, and it's symbolised by this poster. And then I'm there and I'm saying, no, you're not allowed to do any of those things. So you have to sit with your discomfort. So how would you feel? Think about the emotions that would trigger. So you wouldn't feel very friendly towards me, would you? You might hate me, you might be confused, you might think, why is she doing that? Who does she think she is? She doesn't understand what sort of day I've had. You might feel panicky, you might feel lost, you might be confused. Why is she saying don't do these things? Some of you might decide to do them anyway in secret, so you become very deceitful, that sort of thing. And of course, these are normal emotions, aren't they? If someone tells you to not do something that's going to help you to feel soothing. So think about your loved one and when you're challenging their eating disorder behaviours. So with my son, he'd become totally addicted to exercise and he was really restrictive his eating. And so when he woke up in the morning, he would know that as soon as he came downstairs, I would be encouraging to eat and to not do exercise. He knew when he went to school that his friends and his school teachers would be encouraging him to eat and not to do obsessive exercise. And he knew when he came home that I would be encouraging him to eat and not to do the exercise. And of course we do that because we love them and we want them to get better. And it seems logical, if you eat more and you exercise less, you'll get better. But for him, it would trigger all of these negative emotions. And in fact, he would come home from school and he would say, I'm feeling really bored, which when young people use that word bored, it can mean a whole array of really complex emotions. And then he would disappear off upstairs to his bedroom and then probably indulge in more of the repetitive exercise. So we realised that wasn't helpful. Okay, so I hope this exercise helps you to understand why your loved ones can get so upset when they're constantly being told to stop doing their eating disorder related behaviours. And even things as simple as you have to eat to live, or food is medicine. if those sentences, which can be very helpful while someone's trying to eat a meal, but if those sentences are said with a tall, a critical or hostile voice, then it can really, really, really make the loved one feel that you don't understand them, you don't care, that you just don't get it. So obviously it's really, really important when you are encouraging your loved one to maybe move away from some of their eating disorder behaviours, that it's done in a really calm, non-judgmental, warm manner. So just think about, next time you're trying to help your loved one challenge his or her eating disorder behaviours, what is the best way to go about this? How can I come alongside my child or my loved one, and how can I walk with them and help them to come up with their own more healthy coping strategies? Because I can't make them stop doing their unhealthy coping strategies and make them start doing more healthy ones. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. All of the videos and worksheets can be found at www.newmaudsleykcarers-kent.co.uk. Thank you.